On the speaker. She said she'd prefer to be on the phone.
Hello, Naseem. Thank you so much for being available on the phone. And this is the Board of Directors of Jannat Pakistan. We are today gathered to have our 12th meeting. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is the 12th meeting of the Board of Directors of Jannat Pakistan. We are present over here, and the venue room of the meeting is the office of Jannat Pakistan at 15821 Central Avenue, Wasco, California. The following directors constituting a quorum of the board are present at the meeting. Myself, Asrul Islam Sayyid, President and CEO, Mona Dawar, General Secretary and Treasurer of Jannat Pakistan, and directors and board members, Ms. Javinder Thind, Mr. Omar Khattak, Mr. Shajar Abbas Khan, Dr. Manjeet Kaura. I welcome all of you who are present. Those of you who are present on the telephone, the following directors, please note, they are participating in the proceedings of the meeting by cell phone. Ms. Naseem Israr Sarfaraz, she's participating from Sacramento, and Mr. Arsal Awan is participating from Los Angeles. For purposes of record, after a brief period of socialization, around 7:30 p.m., we are beginning this meeting, and I am calling this meeting to order. Dr. Mona Dawar, you will be recording the minutes of the meeting.
All right.
Today we begin our board meeting with celebrations. 6 years ago, in October of 2012, Jannat Pakistan was conceived as a corporation and incorporated in the United States of America as an educational entity aiming to eradicate terrorism, bigotry, and hatred in the Islamic world through proper, correct Quran education. Already in 2011, the Quranist Muslims of Pakistan had conceived Jannat Pakistan Party as a political entity. Since the creation of Pakistan in 1947, religious fanatics had hijacked the government of Pakistan, and Pakistan over 70 years had gradually degenerated into a radicalized state under terrorists. Minorities of Pakistan, Christians, Hindus, and Sikhs were harassed, hounded, and crushed. Quranist Muslims of Pakistan, who were indeed the founders of Pakistan, who believed in the universal values of equality, equal opportunity, and freedom of speech, and equality for women, they had turned into a weak and enfeebled minority. In a culture of fear and intolerance, the inception of Jannat Pakistan Party in Pakistan was a brave and bold step. In order to legitimize our mission and to give a protected status to our followers, the secular Muslims of Pakistan, registration of Jannat Pakistan Party as a legitimate political entity in Pakistan was an essential step. It was absolutely necessary for our mission to be a legal entity in Pakistan in order to function in Pakistan. Through social media, we have been very successful in promoting our worldwide program of correct Quran interpretation. We have challenged the wrongful and bigoted interpretations of the Quran. For 6 years, we have been airing expensive advertisements on social media to combat the lies and wrongful teachings of radical Islamists. Following our footsteps, thousands of brave secular Muslims of Pakistan and India were able to come forward on social media and express their opinions. It is with immense delight that I stand before you today to celebrate our efforts to bring emancipation and enlightenment in the Muslim world through a process of cognitive change in those who suffer from religious fanaticism and extremism. Our efforts indeed have been redeemed. Our mission to create public awareness and education has indeed borne fruit. We have begun to bring a great cognitive change in the mindset of Pakistanis. Secular-minded citizens of Pakistan just recently achieved a landmark political victory. In the July of 2018, the elections that were held in Pakistan, not a single mullah was able to attain victory. A totally unusual thing for Pakistan. This has never happened before. This is a victory of light over darkness. This is a victory of enlightenment over ignorance. Although Pakistan has still a long way ahead to join the human race, this is indeed a glorious first achievement for which all of us have every reason to feel proud of. Congratulations to all board members of Jannat Pakistan. Bringing enlightenment and education in Pakistan has been a very difficult task. The websites and Facebook pages of Jannat Pakistan, they were blocked from public viewing in Pakistan by the evil forces over there from September of 2017. Our websites and Facebook is not accessible there.
Wow.
It's an amazing thing that of all the registered political parties, Jannat Pakistan Party and its websites and Facebook pages are the only one that are perceived as a threat. This ban is there, and it is there to this day because we believe in total modernization of Pakistan. We aim to introduce religious reforms, promote emancipation of women, eradicate this wrongful religion which is being wrongfully called Islam, and we plan to bring enlightenment of poor, underprivileged masses of Pakistan. We have not yet taken up this matter of the banning of our websites and pages to the Supreme Court of Pakistan. Through WhatsApp groups and through our Android and iPhone app, which is called Asrul Islam, on which we have spent a lot of money, our message of light and love is going across. We aim to cultivate true brotherhood between United States of America and Pakistan, and our aim is to bring these two nations together as one nation under the law of God. We aim to bring all civilizations together into one brotherhood of man as one nation under the law of God. This is what is proclaimed in the Quran. This is bound to happen. By banning our Facebook pages and websites, the cowards of the establishment of Pakistan are indeed acknowledging the truth that we uphold. Today we rejoice at the wonderful work done by Jannat Pakistan and its worldwide fiduciaries, especially those in Pakistan and in India. We have more fiduciaries in India than in Pakistan.
Great.
So,
Resolve that we honor and acknowledge wonderful work done by Jannat Pakistan and its fiduciaries, activities of the corporation.
now, In the beginning of 2018, there were 354 political organizations in Pakistan. 354. This number is encouraging and gives you some idea of the degree of political awakening in Pakistan. This also gives you some idea how weak and feeble minorities of Pakistan, how they are striving to exist by attaining a legal status through legitimate political affiliation. In March of 2018, the Election Commission of Pakistan delisted most of these political parties and considered all these organizations as unlawful and illegal. On 4th of April, Jannat Pakistan filed a petition in the Supreme Court of Pakistan, and after a process of thorough verification which involved obtaining reports from various intelligence agencies of Pakistan, including the ISI, on 10th of April, the Chief Justice of Pakistan, Honorable Mr. Justice Saqib Nisar, granted legal status to Jannat Pakistan. This was a landmark achievement for our mission, which was accomplished by our team of lawyers through the support of the Hajweri Law Group. Thus, the office of Jannat Pakistan in Lahore, after having been closed, was recovered, renovated, and made functional again. On 11th of March, our Secretary Saddam Hussein, who's a young person, he organized a public meeting in Hayatabad, Peshawar. On 23rd of March, we organized a public meeting at Jannat Manzil, Lahore. On 31st of March, our Secretary Saddam Hussein organized a musical event at Jannat Manzil for the youth of Pakistan. Jannat Pakistan Party entered into a brotherly political coalition with Bishop Asher Kamran, who is chairman of All Pakistan Christian Minority Movement. Bishop Asher Kamran was given an office in Jannat Manzil, Lahore. Various meetings and public gatherings were arranged, whose venues included the Lahore Press Club, and public gatherings were held in various places, including Nankana Sahab and Multan. Nankana Sahab is home to the minority population of Sikhs, and Multan is the home to a large population of Christians. Political education activities were organized by us by obtaining a rental office in Karachi, and of course we have our main office in Lahore, which is a building owned by us. Office space in Karachi was temporarily rented and obtained for this purpose. Jannat Pakistan Party members, they are spread throughout Pakistan. However, because of financial restraints and because of fear, most of them could not participate as candidates in the elections. Nonetheless, Jannat Pakistan Party fielded 12 candidates in the elections, which did include some Christians. Our candidates needed posters, billboards, and also individuals to do political, educational pamphleteering. Additionally, they needed support for hosting and transporting the voters on election day. We provided judicious financial support to some of our poor but very brave candidates. They have, all of them have provided us with their expenditure lists, which has been reviewed by me. Every dollar spent by Jannat Pakistan was accounted for. These expenses were also reviewed by one of our board members, Miss Naseem Asrar, who is with us on phone from Sacramento. Subsequently, All the expenses will be accounted for by our treasurer, Dr. Mona Dawar, and our bookkeeper, Miss Ann Yuan, and then handed over like every year to our accountants who will prepare our tax returns. Any discussion on this, or anybody wants to say anything about this?
We acknowledge that for any ideology to survive, it is essential for the ideology to have a political platform to spread its messages across. Resolved that the board acknowledges that in order to legitimize the mission of Jannat Pakistan USA in Pakistan, the establishment of our political wing in Pakistan is justified as it is in accordance with the bylaws and mission statements of Jannat Pakistan. Resolved that our political activity and its expenditure were absolutely necessary for the continuity of our mission in Pakistan. I shall subsequently present details of expenses.
Thank you. I want to further present before the board of directors that recent elections in Pakistan were once again wonderfully rigged by the military of Pakistan, but this time seemingly for a very good cause. Over 360,000 military personnel in uniform took charge of all polling stations, and all candidates and their polling agents were shunned out of the polling areas and polling regions in the evening. Thereafter, a very well orchestrated and balanced fake results, what we call, were announced on national TV circuits. In words of Shakespeare, confusion hath played its masterpiece. Kudos to the military of Pakistan. I mentioned this, that precise numbers of votes were not given to Jannat Pakistan party candidates because those exact numbers they did not give. They just disclosed the numbers of the winners and the first loser. And those numbers they just calculated very methodically to satisfy everybody. Nonetheless, we take pride in celebrating this election because whatever Pakistan military does, it is seemingly for a good cause, their good cause, to maintain their status quo. Nonetheless, we must appreciate the efforts of the armed forces of Pakistan in working towards eradicating terrorism in Pakistan. Pakistan has a very difficult task ahead for itself to educate and enlighten its people. We shall continue to support the government of Pakistan, the government of Imran Khan. We shall continue our mission to give light and guidance to the people of Pakistan and India, drawing them into overcoming bigotry and hatred and bringing them towards brotherhood and unification. Thousands in Pakistan and India and thousands worldwide are listening to the challenging and thought-provoking message of our mission.
Resolved that participation in election was an absolute necessity for the continuity of our mission. This was a costly project given our very limited budget. I will talk of the expenses later.
Any discussion on all this at all? Okay. So this is resolved that whatever we did and the expenditure we made was justified for us because we are the only mission in the entire Islamic world who is doing what we are doing.
Wow.
So it is worth every penny and worth every ounce of our energies. I want to announce regarding the Urdu Baitak that we do plan to resume having small Urdu Baitaks in Vasco throughout this year and the coming year. We have our music shed at Vasco, which has adequate light and sound fixtures. We have upgraded our musical DJ equipment, and we are ready to rock and roll. We are ready to plan and hold community activities. Also, we want to acknowledge and recognize the services of Miss Alia Zar for Urdu Baitak. We had planned to present her a plaque of recognition today. The plaque is here. She called us and said she is down with flu and could not attend. We shall give her this plaque subsequently. Can we see that? This is a beautiful plaque that we plan to give to Miss Alia Zar. And in the future, for all participants in Urdu Baitak, we are going to acknowledge you. This is how it looks like.
Wow. Looks
Oh,
beautiful.
very beautiful. I
So,
want one too.
of course, you'll be getting one too. But
Should
of
have
course,
gotten it first.
Very.
of course, you're always first.
No, I don't see it.
Well, you
Can
will
I
be
use
getting.
her picture for my plaque, for my name?
Excellent, very good.
Her picture has what?
It's excellent picture, excellent.
This is from Facebook. I took her picture
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Facebook. I wanted to surprise her.
Ah,
Okay.
Beautiful.
Alia is,
She's
she's
going to
just
do surprise.
Asar Bhai and all that, her, the way she works with me, the amount of energy that we have
Yes.
spent together on teaching and learning, you know what a bad teacher I am. So, okay. So,
No, you are a great teacher.
I am a great teacher. You are a great teacher. She's my music teacher, so I have to say that in front of her.
We are each
Okay.
other's gurus.
Gurus.
Okay.
And chillers.
Also, so discussion. You go ahead.
Resolved that Jannat Pakistan deeply acknowledges with thanks the services of Miss Alia Harris Zar for Urdu Baitak, and we approve giving her this plaque of recognition.
Wonderful. Any discussion on how you plan to do the Urdu Baitak subsequently? Any discussion is welcome at this point. We plan to do brief, small gatherings, but we will also have big, large gatherings in our shed which can accommodate easily somewhere close to 200 people. Very easily. And that shed has light and all the other disco lights and everything. So it's going to be
We'll
good.
plan later.
We'll plan it later. Okay.
Resolved that the services of our fiduciary in Pakistan, Mr. Saddam Hussain of Lahore, are highly commendable and approved by the board. He has endured a lot of pressure and undergone a lot of rigorous interrogations and physical harassment. We salute your endurance for the cause of this wonderful mission. Resolved that we applaud the services of several executives and fiduciaries of Jannat Pakistan Mission, whose names we withhold for sake of their safety and security.
Yes, we are withholding those names. They have asked us not to give
Release
out the names. We have somewhere close to about 2,000 plus members of the party
Mashallah.
holding those ID cards also. But they have specifically asked not to give out their names. We applaud the services of one artist and calligrapher, Mr. Farhan Ibrahim. He's one master calligrapher of Lahore, and he is one of our fiduciaries too. He has regularly provided us graphic art services. Similarly, we applaud the services of Mr. Abid Bilal for making wonderful posters of Urdu Baitak and for Facebook. And we also applaud Ramzan Jani, the singer who has been singing songs for Jannat Pakistan. He has sung somewhere close to about 15 songs so far.
Wow.
And also we applaud the services of Mr. Shakil Salek, who is a wonderful poet who has been composing songs for the mission of Jannat Pakistan.
Great.
Now, activities of Jannat Pakistan funds and expenditures. Monaji.
We begin by acknowledging a generous donation received this year, like all previous years, by Dr. Naila Syed. It is because of her donations that the organization has been doing its activities. For this year, 2018, she made another generous donation of $70,000. I shall now lay down before the board members a breakdown of expenses for program activities and services of Jannat Pakistan. The beginning balance in main bank account of Jannat Pakistan with Bank of America on 1st January 2018 was $97,588. The current balance is in the operational account of Jannat Pakistan as of today is $73,054.
Yes.
Total expenditures for the year 2018, January to October, for program services, program management, fundraising, and ideology propagation activities in Pakistan and worldwide has been $97,588.
This is the amount of money that we have spent. We do not have any donor other than Naila Sayed. And we truly appreciate that. And you all must be wondering, this has been going on now for 5 years, but all this is being done to honor and glorify the name of Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so that Muslims can understand who the real Muhammad was, and so that they can truly appreciate and acknowledge his great leadership. That is all this money, and we are spending, even if we give our life for this mission, that is a very little sacrifice, because Muslims today are prepared, wondering and listening after a very long slumber. Go ahead, please.
Our bookkeeper, Ann Wan, submitted a full breakdown of expenses for the year 2017, and we filed our tax return this year in May of 2018. Major expenditures for the year 2018 subsequent to February 3rd, 2018 board meeting have been renovation and furnishing Jannat Manzil Lahore. Additionally, on an average of $2,000 per month is the cost of maintaining the office in Lahore. Jannat Manzil received a donation of high-tech video surveillance cameras by Mr. Imran Ayub Nizami. We greatly appreciate this donation.
We truly appreciate the donation by Mr. Nizami.
Full details of expenses at the Jannat Manzil Lahore and for elections have been provided by Saddam Hussein and are laid before you for your perusal. Also, $200 is paid as a monthly contract for maintenance of all our 4 websites and app updates. Other major expenditures have been similar to all previous years. Expenditures in USA involved ideology propagation on Facebook and social media. Bank of America records are available for all board members to see.
All those records are right over here, and you guys can always look through every penny that was spent.
Contractors in Pakistan are paid within our budget, which include 4 qualified secretaries and 2 custodian or chowkidars.
Any discussion on any of this? Anybody wants to talk anything about it?
Not so far. Resolved that expenditure for program services, program management, fundraising, and ideology propagation activities in Pakistan and worldwide is in accordance with the mission of Jannat Pakistan and is approved by the board.
So all of you approve that this expenditure for a purpose, whatever it is being done, is for a missionary work, and you approve all that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Tax returns for the year 2017 were duly prepared and filed by 15th of May this year, as in the previous year, by Albert and Associates, LLP, Certified Public Accountants in Vasco. They were paid for their services as reflected in the checkbooks of Jannat Pakistan. Additionally, I would like, Mr. Shajar, that you could also audit our accounts, and I will provide you with all that information, because we want to do an internal audit also.
Sure.
That'd be great.
That would be very nice, because you are into accounts, and I know it would be very nice if you could do an audit.
Not a problem.
Thank you, Mr. Shajar.
You're welcome.
Resolved that the services of Albert and Associates are highly commendable and payment approved by the board. A professional bookkeeper, Ms. Ann Wan of QuickBooks Pro, continues to maintain and balance the account books of the corporation yearly. She shall be reimbursed for the entire year's bookkeeping service. Resolved that the services of Ms. Anne Wan are highly commendable and approved by the board. Presented before the board for review are profit and loss statements of 2017 as prepared by Ms. Anne Wan, our bookkeeper.
Now, those profit and loss statements, all of them are like in the file over there, yes. Dr. Mona Dawar has presented the account sheets and the summary of expenses to the directors of Jannat Pakistan. These documents have been duly shared with all of you, and you have full access to them. We will now sit down and discuss and plan the utilization of funds with respect to the educational mission of Jannat Pakistan.
Resolved that expenses were reviewed and approved by the board members and a copy kept by the treasurer. The treasurer was directed by CEO and board members to ensure that a copy of these were kept at the corporation's principal office. Upon motion duly made and seconded, it was unanimously resolved that the funds of this corporation had been used in accordance with the religious mission of the corporation. Resolved that the board of directors unanimously approves and applauds the missionary work being done by Jannat Pakistan. Resolved the board meeting shall be held twice yearly. The next board meeting shall be held in January of 2019, since there was no further discussion to come.
Yeah, there is no further discussion. Any further discussion to come? So there is no further discussion, and this meeting is now adjourned. I thank you, all of you, for participating in this meeting, and now we are going to host for you what we call Dawat-e-Shiraz.
Thank you.
Dawat-e-Shiraz.
Dawat-e-Shiraz means a very humble feast.
Oh, okay.